Some may regard Pokémon Platinum as one of the greatest of all time, for its iconic legendaries, unforgettable music, and some of the toughest battles in the entire franchise. The Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum series had a chokehold on Pokémon-obsessed 9-year-old me. With tons of new innovation for Generation 4, it can be very easy to overlook a lot of things. For me personally, growing up as a Gen 3 apologist, I was simply obsessed with Pokemon contests. The girls who get it, the girls who don't, don't. The Generation 4 Sinnoh games took contests one step further, adding in a really cool DDR-style dance minigame and an adorable dress-up simulator. With 5 different types of contests ranging from cute, cool, beauty, smart, and tough, and ranks easy to master, planning out the ideal Pokemon contest team alone can take hours and hours of gameplay. So how easy is it to get master rank in each of the 5 categories? Today, my friends, we answer that question right here on the channel. My name is Sapphire, and today we are playing Pokemon Platinum with the goal of obtaining every single master rank contest ribbon. Without further ado, let's get into it. Our Pokemon journey starts like every other, choosing my character and picking my name, and since Sapphire didn't fit, I picked Sappy instead. I named my rival Roy, and we were off on our journey. I didn't even make it 2 feet in my room before my rival so rudely burst through the door. I don't know, he mentioned Pokemon or something? Let's go check it out. Because of Roy's carelessness, Professor Rowan was so kind enough to give us Pokemon of our own. Unlike in Diamond and Pearl version, when you would just borrow them from him. I picked Turtwig for this journey, and I will not elaborate further on the matter. I challenged Roy to a fight, and in turn, he literally used Leer all 5 turns. So, we of course beat him. I met Cyrus, and then headed off for Sandgem Town. Officially received Turtwig, and named him Snappy after the suggestion of my boyfriend. Got 5 Pokeballs from Lucas, and then caught a Bidoof named Poutine and a Starly named Ren. Snappy quickly reached level 9, learned Absorb, beat a bunch of trainers, and reached Jubilife City in no time. Yo, it's Looker! My man Looker! I love him so much! He's the best character in this entire franchise! Anyways, after a brief fangirl moment, I had a couple of chores to do. I gave Roy his parcel, obtained the Pokétech, and then headed for gym number 1 in Orberg City. While down in the Orberg mines, I met Rourke and caught a Geodude named Kyoshi, but more on this later. I then easily swept Rourke's team with my Snappy, earning me my first gym badge of Sinnoh. After my first big gym victory, it was time to do a bit of backtracking. I taught Poutine Rock Smash, and made my way to Eterna City. In the meanwhile, however, I had my first run-in with Team Galactic and Jubilife, but Lucas and I took them down in no time. It was at this point when I received the first item to help me toward contest stardom, the Fashion Case. Only second to the Poffin Case, this would be one of the most important items in the entire run. Not only was it required for entering contests in the first place, but it held all of your accessories for fashion contests. With this in mind, I made a quick pit stop at Jubilife City's TV station to try and collect any new accessories for my Fashion Case. And it was here that I had my first taste with contest accessorizing, and I thought Turtwig looked absolutely adorable. While here, I also obtained the Turtwig mask for my collection, which was a little scary, but okay. From here, I evolved my Starly, beat more trainers, and made it to the beautiful Floraroma town. Little did I know that this town would soon become the lifeblood for this challenge, since the berries you grow can be exchanged here for contest accessories. After exploring Floraroma town for a bit, I headed over to the Valley Windworks and found it completely overrun by Team Galactic runs. So I beat a few up, headed inside, beat a few more up, and encountered the first admin, Mars. Now, from previous experience playing these games, I usually have trouble taking on Mars's Perugly, and yeah, this time is no different. But hey, second time's the charm. On the way to Eterna City, my Turtwig evolved, I planted a ton of berries, met Cheryl, obtained the Soothe Bell, and arrived to Eterna to take on Gardenia, the second gym leader. And to no one's surprise, my Staravia easily swept Gardenia's entire team. Soon after, I obtained HM01 from Cynthia, took down Team Galactic once again, obtained a Pokemon Egg, a bike, the Explorer's Kit, the XP Share, and a Versus Seeker. I then backtracked for Hearthome City, where the true challenge was about to begin. After running into Kira and her Baniri, I knew I had made it to the contest capital of the Sinnoh region, Hearthome City. I made a beeline for the contest hall, and discovered my mom was actually a contest star herself back in the day. It was like fate brought us together for this. And even though I had little preparation for this contest, I decided to sign up Kyoshi for a normal rank tough contest, since the reason for catching her was to eventually carry us to the master rank contest for tough. Now, I know this is the easiest category for contests, but hey, we did pretty good after all. Oh my god, 60 seconds? The colorful? Oh! Okay, oh my god, colorful. Whatever the heck these are. Mustache, of course. Oh, this looks so ridiculous. Oh no. They're gonna hate it. They're gonna hate it so much. Oh, I got 4 hearts! No way! Let's go! Woohoo! After coming in first for my first ever contest, I decided to work on more story progression in the game since there was still a bit of stuff to do before I could fully devote myself to the contest challenge. So, I equipped Kyoshi with the XP share and headed for the next gym with Fantina. Like a lot of the battles in this game, I was very nervous for this one, and yeah, I lost, you guys. And just like that, Gym 3 defeated. Me? No, I didn't do hours and hours of grinding. Couldn't be bothered. Not me. While doing some training, I also had my first egg hatch, a Togepi inside, and I named him Egg. After Fantina in Hearthome City, I beat up Roy again, made it to Solaceon Town, obtained a seal case, and got lost in the Solaceon ruins. I also caught this Noctowl, and then made it to Veilstone City. This city mattered for a lot of reasons. The first was a masseuse who could massage your Pokemon, in turn increasing friendship points and awarding you fashion accessories. Second, the Poffin Cellar, which was by far the easiest way to max out your contest skill of choice in your Pokemon. And thirdly, the Hidden Machine Fly could be found here. I first gave Kyoshi a massage before heading off to the department store to buy some Poffins. But you guys, honestly, why the f is this so complicated? Why is there an equation for Poffins? It's Poffins! Anyway, you're apparently supposed to feed a specific Poffin flavor based on the Pokemon's nature, and since Kyoshi is a quiet nature, she likes sweet, dry Poffins. But upon doing research, I discovered this. Pokemon Nature's bold, relaxed, impish, and lax get the most benefit from berries that are sour in nature, and are therefore the easiest to raise for a tough contest. Are you So yeah, I guess the natures do matter for Pokemon contests, meaning I could not use Kyoshi for the tough contest. I'm sure I'll have somebody in the comments saying, no, you can use Kyoshi, the natures don't matter, but honestly, I'll do it this way, as Nintendo intended. Anyways, after a bunch of breeding, I finally hatched my relaxed natured Geodude. Next on the agenda, the Veilstone Gym. I evolved my Staravia into an angsty band member, took on Maylene. Oh, I forgot about the Lucario. Oh wait, actually no, we're fine. We're fine. This should... Yes! Oh my god, I'm so good at this game. And just like that, earned my 4th gym badge. Afterwards, I fought Team Galactic, but more importantly, got the HM for Fly. With the power of flight by my side, I backtracked to Floroma Town for my berries, Eterna to name my Geodude Bolin, and Hearthome City to resume my contest journey. However, so you guys may know that I am playing Pokémon Platinum, with some interesting methods that I won't get into for legal reasons. But Poffin making. I don't think Game Freak intended for Poffins to be made with a mouse instead of a stylus. And so, yeah, it is really hard. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This is so much harder without a stylus. Stop! That was so hard. Bro. Yeah, it was difficult, to say the least. But anyways, it was finally time to start working on Bolin's contest journey. I did the Wayward Cave puzzle to obtain Earthquake, walked through Amity Square a bunch, and then entered Bolin in his first tough contest. I figured we'd just start off pretty easy with the normal rank, but after easily winning that, I figured we'd try to go for the great rank instead. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh my god, I don't know if it's gonna be enough. Wait, no! Yeah, not terrible, but I still had a long way to go until Master Rank. With my serious lack of contest accessories, I decided to just walk around Amity Square for a very long time. And in the process, my Snappy also evolved. I also visited Pastoria City for the first time, which had a very important resource. This guy, who also is apparently dating the Veilstone City massage lady. Anyways, this guy is basically essential for contest success. Basically how it works is he gives you a scarf if you're able to max out a Pokemon's given contest condition. So if you give enough Poffins to your Clefairy and max out its cute stat, he'll award you the pink scarf in turn. I still had a lot of work ahead of me to get those scarves, so in the meantime, I started to work on other contest categories, next to the cool category. For this, I chose Chatot, and after a bit of breeding, I hatched a lonely Chatot that I named Flappy. After some Poffin cooking and leveling up, Flappy was ready for his first ever contest. Wait, whoa, what? Oh, an imposter! No way! Baby, this Pokemon's name is Flappy too! There's an imposter Flappy! No way! I can't believe this!
Flappy won. Flappy always wins.
Look, he's so happy.
Aww.
Then I spent the next few hours collecting more items at Amity Square, massaging Flappy again, planting berries, and cooking more Poffins. I also returned to the Wayward Cave again to pick up Double Team, a really good cool move that allows your Pokemon to go first the next turn. I decided to enter Flappy in the next contest, the Great level, and it seems the grinding paid off. We won hands down. Feeling pretty good about Flappy and Bolin, I decided to start working next on the third party member, in the Clever Smart category, Krogunk. And in no time, I got my gentle Krogunk. Now, the fun could begin. I named her Thorn, a nod to the Scooby-Doo character. I then went to work designing the perfect moveset for her. And in no time, Thorn took home her first ribbon in the normal rank contest. In true Sapphire fashion, I was feeling pretty overconfident at this point, so of course I entered Thorn in the next level of Smart contests. It's gonna be so close, it's gonna be so close. Oh my god, it's gonna be so close! No, it's not enough! Like Icarus, I flew too close to the sun. But enough moping. I did a ton of grinding in this next section, you guys. Basically, I changed my computer's clock to kind of keep farming items from the Veilstone massage lady. Oh, don't look at me like that, you guys. Tell me you didn't do that too on your 3DS. Realistically, it'd be impossible to do this challenge using the in-game time without manipulating the time at all, so I don't really care. Eventually, I made more Poffins and maxed out Flappy's coolness skill to obtain the first of 5 scarves, the red scarf. This would hopefully go a long way to achieving that master rank contest cool ribbon, but for now, I'll settle for an ultra contest win. At this point in my contest career, winning my first master ribbon with Flappy was my goal. But as evident by the current footage on screen, the dancing section is so hard. I think I reset this section probably at least 10 times. I just cannot get the hang of it. I am confident this is just Junichi Masuda punishing me for using a PC for this game, but I was not gonna let this stop me, you guys. Peace was never an option, my friends. Game Freak wants a stylus? A Wacom drawing tablet is basically the same thing, right? My loyal subscribers, I was ready to play. Alberto and his stupid noodle were no longer a match against my Flappy. Let's see if this actually does anything. No, I'm doing worse. I think I'm doing worse. No, it's not even registering my clicks. You. But it didn't end up working out so well. Regardless, I kept persisting. I was not going to give up. I scoured subreddits, old forums, game articles from 10 years ago to scrape for any advice. And I learned 2 big takeaways actually. The first, during your turn as dancer, you don't have to actually perform. This part doesn't affect your score at all, and it only helps your opponents gain more points. So instead, just don't dance during this section. And number 2 is save states, which is a little more sensitive of a topic, and I understand that some people might be a little turned off to save states. For me personally, I don't consider this cheating or exploiting, especially because this section is just so difficult. But it's a contest against bots. I really don't care, and I'm sorry if you disagree with me here. I only save stated for the dance portion. No other section during my entire run was used. So with that being said, let's get back into the game. After a couple of attempts, me and Flappy had made it to the master rank, and we finally won, you guys. And just like that, the cool master ribbon was officially ours. I decided after this to start working again on Bolin for the tough contests. I gave him some poffins, a massage, and then headed for our next category, the Great Rank. We breezed through that and moved on to Ultra. I also did the same for Thorn, leveling her up to learn some new moves and increase her smartness with poffins. Like Bolin, we breezed through that intermediate category in no time. So I was feeling very confident with Thorn. Feeling a bit impatient, I decided to buy the remaining poffins to max out her skill, and obtain the green scarf from Pastoria Dude. In my first master contest with Thorn, I got super lucky and actually scored a perfect 10 on the fashion portion. So I save stated the dance section and only had to reset a few times. Now, it came down to acting. But in the end, it wasn't enough. But don't feel too bad, you guys. We eventually won, of course.
Like, this Krogan is this poor, 10-year-old daughter you're putting through pageants to live vicariously through because you can never win them.
This marks our second Master Ribbon win. Only 3 more to go now. Except we ran into a minor issue. Okay, apparently a Pokemon can only eat a finite amount of poffins, and Bolin is not eating anymore. I'm not sure how this happened, but because his tough stat isn't fully maxed out, I can't get the scarf from Pastoria Dude. I guess we'll try to win without it?
Oh no.
I had 2 choices here. Deal with the problem head on and face it, or ignore it. And of course, in true Sapphire fashion, I ignored it. Instead, I hatched this here Ponyta and started to prepare her for the beauty contest. I also named her Celeste. And as it turns out, you guys, Celeste was a contest prodigy. We breezed by the normal and great ranks in no time. I then resumed leveling her up to learn the final moves for her set. I did this by multitasking restaurant battles like Valor and playing Fortnite, the ultimate gamer combo. I then fed Celeste poffins and earned her the blue scarf. Now it was time for the master contest.
We're winning, baby, don't worry. It's all good. Now, ready for this, baby? Ready for this? This is where it's big brain. So I'm going first, so I'll use Fire Blast. And it's just, that's just how we do it.
And after a truly dazzling acting performance, we took first place in the master category. 3 ribbons down, only 2 to go now. At this point, I had the tough contest and cute contest left, but for now, I decided to just put off the tough contest debacle and instead focus on the cute Pokemon who would take me to contest victory. And that Pokemon is Bunnery. After a couple of eggs, I hatched my naive Bunnery and named him Bun Bun in honor of all of you, my awesome subscribers, the Bun Bun Squad. In no time, I leveled up Bun Bun to learn the ideal contest moveset, and then lovingly gave him poffins until his cute stat was maxed out. And then it was contest time. I figure here is a good place to kind of talk about how I actually kind of came up with the movesets for my Pokemon in the contests. I did use some pretty outdated guides back when the Generation 4 games were first coming out, but honestly, it was a lot of trial and error. Each Pokemon contest type did have specific types that were more advantageous for it. For instance, in the beauty category, fire and water types usually excelled, which is part of the reason why I picked Ponyta for that contest. So with that in mind, I pretty much just went through Ponyta's moveset, for instance, and then researched each individual move to see which ones were better in contests. Bulbapedia has a really great guide and is very detailed when it comes to each move and how it's used in contests. For my personal strategy, going first is pretty essential in doing well in the acting portion of contests, And so for this, I really tried my best to make sure that the Pokemon could actually learn moves that allowed for this. Agility and Aerial Ace are two great examples of this that I taught to both Celeste and Flappy. So yeah, that's really about it. It's a lot of trial and error and just figuring out what works best for your Pokemon. But rambling aside, it looks like Bun Bun won the Master Rank contest. And then it dawned on me, it was time, the tough rank. But without Geodude, who could I replace him with? Well, God, as it turns out. No, not that God, Bidoof. Yes, my friends, we are ending our contest journey where it all started, with a little Bidoof named Poutine. Like always, my expert training prepared Bidoof to sweep the normal, great, and ultra classes. And it was time for the final contest. First up was the fashion category, and for this, there actually is a method to the madness. Each item is scored depending on the theme, and you get more points for having more accessories that match that theme. So it may seem like I'm just putting a lot of random stuff all over my barrel, but this is how you do it. Is it absolutely atrocious? Yes, it is, but hey, it works, it works. We scored big in this category, having 8 hearts out of a max of 10. Next was dancing, and at this point I was pretty much decent at the dancing, so I thought Poutine did amazing in this category. Last was the acting, and for this, I actually had a pretty interesting moveset for Poutine. You'll notice that I also had 2 cool moves there. A big misconception with contests is that you have to have 4 moves with the same contest type, but that is not the case at all. And interestingly enough, it's actually preferred to have different types of moves in your contest set, since you can actually lower the judge's voltage and actually sabotage your opponents in this section. But on a whole, Poutine had a really solid run in the acting section. And now for the results. First up was the fashion section, and Poutine skyrocketed to 8 points, tying with both Chopper and Penny. Now for the dancing. Let's see the results. Oh yeah, you guys, we got this. And last but not least, the acting section. Will it be enough? All that stands between me and Master Contest success is this category. And it's enough, you guys. It is a sweeping, resounding win for Poutine. He is the contest master of the tough rank. And just like that, all 5 Master Contest ribbons are ours. Move over, Joanna. There's a new contest master in town. So I was on Twitter this morning and I saw a tweet from Bulbapedia that 14 years ago today, Pokémon Platinum version was released in North America on March 22nd, which is just insane to me. I think it's an understatement to say just how much Pokemon has influenced my personal life and has honestly made me the person that I am today. But I'm just so grateful for it, and I'm so happy that it's still a big part of my adult life. And so I hope you all enjoyed today's video. I have wanted to do a Pokemon related video on my channel for months now, and I thought the contest thing would just be so much fun, and I would love to do a sequel where I play maybe WAAASSS or Emerald. So in the comments below, let me know if you want to see a sequel and which game I should do next. With that being said, I'm signing off for now. Again, my name is Sapphire. I'm super happy to have you here today. And if you want to see content just like this, feel free to subscribe. I'd love to have you here. Alright friends, take care. I'll see you all next time. Bye!